prophet and the house where no one lives. In the small, overgrown town of Obodo, there stands a house no one dares enter. Walls cracked like sorrow, windows staring like hollow eyes. Grass now taller than a man weaves through the compound, and night after night, lights flicker inside, though no one has lived there in years. Children dare each other to touch the gate. None do. They say it once belonged to Shogo, a man who preached in power but died in shame, a man who stood in God's name but knelt in darkness. Shogo was the first son of 5 brothers. He was clever, charming, and ambitious. But behind the smiles and suits, he belonged to a secret cult, a coven of shadowed men who traded blood for blessings, family for fortune. When his businesses began to struggle, the cult demanded another offering. Blood within blood, they said. And so Shogo gave them his second brother, who died mysteriously. Then, 2 years later, the cult demanded a sacrifice for his protection. He sacrificed his third brother, who disappeared with no one tracing how it happened. Then, sacrificed his fourth brother for cleansing. And finally, sacrificed the fifth brother, Ken, the youngest, the kindest of them all, to his cult to live long life. Ken, Shogo said one morning, placing a hand on his brother's shoulder, go to Port Harcourt and purchase a trailer load of cement for the church site. Take my driver. I want you to be in charge. Ken smiled. Thank you, brother. I'll do my best. He never returned. On the highway between Ahuda and Port Harcourt, the trailer crashed into an oil tanker. All passengers burned beyond recognition, except the driver, Shogo's man. He disappeared the same day. 1 year later, after public silence and private wealth, Shogo announced a 3-day crusade in the community school field. Banners read, Fire in the Valley. Come for healing, prophecy, and divine direction. He dressed in white robes, laid hands on the sick, and shouted scriptures with practiced thunder. People cried. Some even claimed healing. Others saw visions. He gave sermons titled The Righteous Shall Flourish and Breaking the Back of the Enemy. But no one saw the faces of his brothers in the shadows of the stage. It was the final day. The crowd was larger than ever. Women with babies, men with sticks, youths in choir robes. Shogo stepped onto the stage. The drums stopped. The breeze fell still. He opened his mouth, lifted the Bible, and froze. His hands began to tremble. His legs buckled. He fell face down on the stage. People screamed. Ushers ran forward. Water was splashed. His wife cried. Then he stood up, slowly, eyes glazed like stained glass. He lifted his hand again. In the name of Jesus! Thunder cracked. He collapsed a second time, this time dead. The people of Obodo came to know the dark side of Shogo through divine inquiries. He was given a defeating burial instead of a befitting burial. After the controversial burial, no one came close to his family, his wife and children. So wife took children and left to her family house. The house was locked. Few months passed. Then the wife returned back to Obodo, her husband's house. Then strange things began to happen. Crying in the hallway, voices in the garden, her children saying, Uncle Ken is sitting in my room. The wife fled. Neighbors say she never returned. The house was left to rot. Years passed. Grass swallowed the compound. Rats built kingdoms in the pantry. At night, people say they hear preaching from the empty house. Fire, fire in the valley, a ghostly voice echoes. But there is no one there. Please subscribe, comment, like, share, and tap the notification button to get notified for the next part.